Welcome to USAFBL Fingerboard Podcast, the official voice of fingerboarding culture, from league news to community stories with real insight, writer interviews, and the heart of the scene. Please follow and turn on notifications for us. Now let's get into fingerboarding. I'm your host,
Wait, what?
Levine.
On this board, I'm never alone. In the skate park, I found my home.
You're gonna mess up my intro?
I'm sorry. Keep going. Okay. Welcome to another episode of the USAFBL Podcast. I am not your host, Levine Cunningham, and I'm definitely not talking directly across from Gary. What's up?
Gary, where have you been?
Dude,
We had old man Brian on here for 3 straight weeks in a row.
Was he hating it?
I don't know. I think he thoroughly enjoys it. He's been trolling you a little bit.
Has he?
He has.
See, I've been so busy with work and everything else in between. Plus, I had bronchitis from the Ohio Valley, which sucks, and allergies and everything else in between. So, working nonstop and being sick. But I decided I'd grace y'all with my precious presence this week.
Well, I appreciate that. I know a lot of the fans are like, "Where's Gary?" We love Brian.
I know.
You can only take
old
Brian
man
in small
Brian,
doses.
We love you.
But yeah, you interrupted my new intro, but it's cool. It's cool. I mean,
Wait. Let's bring it back. Let me hear how it goes.
You know what? I'm in my feels right now. This is the Levine and Gary show, the Gary and Levine show.
And we're back, baby!
We're back. Man, all right. So you've been working your butt off and hanging off of shafts. What do they call it? Shackles?
Beams?
Beams and like.
Wait, hanging off of shafts. What are you insinuating here?
I don't pause. I don't know.
I've been walking the beams, beam walking.
Doing some crazy stuff, man. You've been doing some wild stuff. I haven't seen any edits. You've been slow on the edits.
My defense, I've got like 3 TikTok accounts that take my videos and post them up. So I know it's not a good excuse, but it's hard for me to want to post like really like some fire stuff whenever like these people take it and pretend like they're their own videos. It's a thing.
I feel that. It's also hard to compete with King of the Plies, which is what the episode is
Oh,
about.
and we are in the dead center of we're in the thick of it.
We are at the finish line. So we're recording this in the future, but Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, when this podcast releases, is the deadline for King of the Plies video submissions. So the
We are
clock
that
is
close to
literally.
Wait,
You've
next
been gone
week,
for
this
so
week.
long, Gary, you forgot.
I have been following the Instagram stories.
It's been wild.
Bro,
It's
it's
been
gonna
wild.
be the finished product is gonna be amazing, phenomenal. I can't wait.
I'm stoked. I'm excited. Before we even get into all of that real quick, I still have a few decks and a few t-shirts of the Brandon Keeler Plies collab. What is up with that? I still got a couple floating around. Someone needs to give these a good home. So go to pliesmag.com, go pick up that collab, support the artists, support the magazine. Man,
Hey, speaking of the magazine, I hear it's in Deutsch now.
German.
German.
German. Don't be spreading rumors. I mean, we could be doing it in Dutch, but German right now we're killing it. So if you are a German speaker and reader, like go hit up pliesmag.com, go check out the German version of that.
It's German.
There's so much in German. All right. We've got 2 sanctioned events going down this weekend. We've got Riverview, Florida with Blizzle FB Wizzles. We've also got White Lake, Michigan with Grind Fingerboards this Saturday as well, aka Chicken Fingers.
The 24th?
The 24th this weekend.
Ooh, that came up quick.
I know. Are you going?
I don't know, it depends on work. I would love to. I will say that shout out Grind because his events are some of my favorite events to attend.
They are epic. I think he's like the first person to really put Michigan on blast. So I think we can literally talk about how the Michigan scene has grown and contributed to Grind Fingerboard. So shout out Alan, shout out Grind
Yeah,
Fingerboards.
between what chicken fingers and grind time.
Yeah, that's a
Fire.
wrap.
That's a wrap.
Fire. Yeah, it's a sanctioned event. I will personally be there. So any of my listeners that were kind of on the fence about going, they're like, I kind of want to meet Levine, or I kind of want to see him, or I want to kick his ass. Either one, I will be there.
So you're gonna have somebody coming up and kicking your ass now and then. Maybe don't kick his ass. Just
Yeah,
challenge
not
him
yet.
challenge him to a fingerboard, a game of skate,
Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that.
and kick his ass on a game of skate.
Also, anybody from the Indy area that's looking for a ride up to Grind Fingerboard event, hit me up. I got like 3 car spots, so
What, you do an Uber now?
I could. I could. You
All
could hit
right.
up too. You could be like, you know what, I'm gonna drive up to you real quick and we can make the 4 hour drive, 5 hour drive.
Speaking of driving, and I'm not gonna get into it right now, but June 9th, you better drive down to my location.
I'm excited for that. That's gonna be on a separate podcast. We're gonna get real into that. But you got some crazy stuff going down.
It's gonna be popping.
It's definitely gonna be popping. All right, I want to get into something that's kind of weird because I made a very bold statement a few weeks ago, and I was literally talking about how it's like the best time to be a fingerboarder, like the best era, the best decade, the best era, the best few years ever to be a fingerboarder. And we broke some podcast records. We had 4 different podcast shows produce an episode in the same week, and that has never been done before in the fingerboarding industry.
That is pretty crazy.
It is crazy. So we had Six Gates, Big Spin podcast. Mike Schneider came out of retirement and produced an episode. He actually produced 2 episodes and dropped them in the same week, which is wild. And then, of course,
Ballin'.
yours truly, USAFBL Fingerboard Podcast. So we had
You know,
all the big guys were literally throwing down episodes that week.
I think you're missing one. Wasn't there like a Spanish one or something?
Yeah, there's
Or
DG podcast as well. If they would have threw it down in that week, it could have been absolutely wild as well. But we
hmm,
had the big four. We
maybe
had the big
maybe there's
four.
5. The big
There's
four.
a few out there. There's definitely a few out there. But my point
That was,
being,
you know,
we
that was a
had
couple weeks ago, right?
yeah, it was a few weeks ago. So like yeah, we had
Where,
all of this content. And
where are they
then
at?
it's a drought. Like it just like the river dried up. Like I know Fingerboard Christopher he's got some health issues. I don't know if I'm at liberty to really go into that, but I'll give him a pass. But come on, B Chris, what you doing? And then Vito had Fingerboarding Con. So I'm like, all right, I get it. You were busy. I understand that. I'll give you a pass. Mike Snyder, though, also Fingerboard Rendezvous Weekend. I kind of want to give him a pass, but I feel like Mike's capable of throwing down a pod. And then of course, you got USFBL, man, consistent, like 112 episodes. We haven't missed an episode in like a year and a half, almost 2 years now.
Wait, you've missed an episode before?
We missed 2 episodes in 2022 when we were on tour.
See, now that makes sense. Now I know who's
2023
gonna
when
be.
we're on tour, sorry.
Now the people that is gonna want to kick your ass is Mike Schneider and Vito
I
for
mean, I'm
calling
not
them out.
I enjoy the content. Because I produce this show. So like, me and you, we're here, we're living it. I've got to re-edit it. So by the time it even gets launched, like I've already watched this pod like 4 times. But, I thoroughly enjoy watching other people's content. So like I've got to call them out because like, I'm a fanboy just like everybody else. Like I want to see what
Ooh,
FB Chris is doing. I want to see what Vito's doing. I want to see what Mike's doing.
question for you.
Yeah,
Have you went back and like started re-listening to the older episodes?
I have.
What's
I
been your favorite
have.
that you've heard recently?
I went back into the archives.
Ooh. So in the
So
archive so far, you can pick 2. Which 2 stands out the most that you've heard recently?
So I went back into the archives and I listened to the Chris Daniels episode. I'm really interested in learning how to do those upside down inverted tricks, and he did a tutorial on it, and I went down a rabbit hole with that. And I'm like, I know Chris Daniels gave us the play-by-play as to how to do upside down tricks, and like he literally did like a couple minute tutorial and showed us all how to do it and stuff. And so I'm no closer to getting it, but I feel a lot more confident doing them now. But went down that rabbit hole. Great episode. Check that one out. I don't know what epi it is, but I'm sure Brian will throw it up in the back over here over my shoulder. And then I actually re-listened to yours, which yours
Mine?
was so good that I asked you to be a co-host on the Halloween special because we're actually doing a little bit of research because we're getting ready to deep dive into some of the stuff that you're doing, and I want to make sure that I got all my stuffs in a row.
All right. Well, no pressure.
No pressure, no pressure.
Mm.
And then I re-listened to the FB Con Rendezvous episode, which I feel like I could have done better, but I feel like it's a great episode within itself. And so I'm really hard on myself. I don't know why, but it just is what it is. But those are really great episodes.
Dude,
Go check those out. There's 112
can
episodes to choose from. So there's a huge collection, a huge library for sure. All right, let's
before we
get
move on, wait,
into
wait, 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 wait. Before we move on, can I go ahead and sneak the title of my next episode?
ooh, you're leaking it on the pod?
Cramp the Stupid.
Cramp the Stupid. full circle.
All right, full circle.
I love the shirts. That is
Okay.
awesome.
Anyway, moving on.
All right. I don't know if you've noticed this. The fingerboarding community just adopted a new fingerboarding gaming format.
I don't even know what that means. And I'm sure a lot of the listeners don't know what that means either. You're confused with me, and please explain.
Okay. Fingerboarding Con, there was two Kendama brands that were there. There was Cody with Sweets Kendama and then Jake with Grain Theory. They had a Kendama game that they play called Blitz, and they use a chess clock. They predetermine a Kendama move, and they have to land that move and then they hit the clock. Each side has 1 minute to start off with. So one player has one. It's a head-to-head like game escape. And so you hit the clock, you do your trick. If you don't land that trick, you have to keep doing the trick until you land it. And then you hit the clock, time starts on the other side. He has to land the exact same trick. So converting
In the
this
same amount of
into,
time?
yeah, so converting this into fingerboarding, it's basically like game escape. You got two people head to head. Let's say the trick is kickflip.
Hmm.
So there's one person has 1 minute on his side and another person has 1 minute on their side. First player hits the clock. It starts the opponent for a kickflip. He has to land a kickflip. So if he lands it first try, he gets to hit the clock. If he doesn't hit it first try, and let's say he just continues to miss 4, 5, 6 times, however long it takes him to hit a kickflip, he has to land that kickflip and then hit the clock. So while he's trying to hit that kickflip, the clock is deducting time off his 1 minute side. The person that literally is left with no time will lose. The person with time wins, and they basically have to go back and forth in a blitz style of just landing that trick.
I have not even seen this before. Like,
This is
not
what's
even on like
crazy.
Instagram videos or nothing.
But this is what's crazy. It was introduced at Fingerboarding Con,
Oh, so it was
so
brand new.
it is brand new. It's like three
Was it
weeks.
was it structured off of something else? Like, is that?
It's
I
Kendama.
know,
It's
I
a
know, I know.
Kendama
It's like
thing, and
it's
then
chess
they
thing, but like
yeah. So
I
it
suck at
started off
kendamas,
in the
by the way.
Kendamas. Yeah, I suck at it
I've
as
I've
well.
messed around with one like 3 different times, and it's just not for me.
I want it to be for me because it looks so cool. I don't know. It's like fingerboarding sexy older brother. I don't know.
Right?
It's
King of the kendamas.
King of the Kadamas. But yeah. So
That's
anyways,
2026, guys.
Fingerboard Blitz was introduced to us at Fingerboarding Con. So for those that weren't there and you're seeing all these Fingerboard Blitz flyers, Six Gates is hosting a Fingerboard Blitz at his shop. Black River's hosting a Blitz tournament at their shop in Chicago. And then Slushcult is also hosting a Blitz tournament at his shop as well out in Santa Ana, California. So you're seeing like all of these Blitz tournaments starting to pop up. And
You
the
know what I'm
cool,
thinking?
what's that?
USAFBL should add that to their circuit.
I've got some stuff off my sleeves. I was thinking about doing some crazy stuff with it on tour when we hit the road here this summer. But I'm also kind of curious to see how this kind of plays out, how people love it, how they adapt to it. But it was a huge success at Fingerboarding Con, and I'm excited to kind of see this new kind of game mode take over the fingerboarding world.
I'm excited to see something fresh. Everything feels like it's kind of outdated and played out.
I think that's why this
And
is taking off because
the
it's
more
something
the
that's
merrier.
new. It's also you don't have to be like, you don't have to be like a monster in the fingerboarding world. You don't have to be like someone that's been fingerboarding for 10 years to, really be able to compete and do well. Like if you got a small bag of tricks and you guys can pretty much agree on, a single trick that you're consistent at, whether it's a tray flip, varial flip, whatever, like I mean, this is a really fun blitz style, fast pace. Like it's a lot of fun.
What about a switch nollie back foot doggy style McTwist?
Yeah, probably not.
Okay,
Whoever
maybe next
starts
year.
is probably going to lose. Into what this episode's even about. I feel like we've been rambling, but there's all kinds of good stuff, cool stuff happening for sure. But what are we here for, Gary?
Let's see. I'm thinking we're talking about the 2025 King of the Plies. Am I right?
KOTP, King
The
of the
KOTP.
Plies.
What
Man,
is KOTP? They know. I know. You
I feel
know.
like they should know, but just in case, this is
This is for
a
the people in the back.
so for those in the nosebleeds in the back, this is a fingerboarding version of King of the Road.
Speaking of that, did you hear that King of the Road might be coming back?
I wanted to say something, but I'm glad you said something. King of the Road is coming
It's
back, what, 2026?
mumbling in the streets, yeah. That's
The
what they've
word
been
on the street
saying.
is they're coming back in 2026. I feel like they saw how cool our King of the Plies is, and they're like, we need to bring back King of the Road. And I feel like we have something to do with that. Most
And
definitely.
maybe they just needed to be reminded of it from King of the Plies.
That's what I feel like. I feel like they saw it because we tag them and everything. And so I'm like, they probably saw it and they're like, we've
So
got to get it.
guys,
We got to make
this
it
is
happen.
not official, but like we're speculating.
We're speculating. I don't want to throw any weird stories or anything out there. We did that, but yeah, let's get back into it. So, King of the Plies. It is the largest multi-city outdoor street fingerboarding team event. It is a video submission contest. This year, we've got 13 teams in different cities battling it out for the most entertaining journey of completing a list of fingerboarding challenges.
Should we let them know what teams and where they're from?
I think so. I think they're ready. So we've got teams all over the country this year. Like we've got Layton, Utah, 801 Fingerboarding. We've got Houston, Texas, Fathers Texas Ranger Division, Central California, sorry for fingerboarding, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Fingerburgers, Chicago, Illinois, Team Board, Detroit, Michigan, Team VXD, Cleveland, Ohio, Team Colt, Salt Lake City, Utah, 801 Fingerboarding, Metro Detroit, Michigan, Michigang, Chicago, Illinois, Team Loop, St. Paul, Minnesota, Team Hangtime Board Shop, Dallas, Texas, Team Phoenix FB, and Shelton, Washington, Team Salty Seaman.
Okay. Before we
Pause.
move on, we don't even have to pause this, but I've been seeing some of the FB tattoos popping up.
Bro, I told
Bro,
people like
bro,
there's some tats in the there's some
bro.
tats and there's some treetop sessions and like
Dude,
I think someone got lit on fire, but I can't confirm that.
These are all challenges after my own heart here. You guys are gonna make me cry. Do you feel like you're like a proud big brother right now, seeing all these come into
I
light?
had visions and we haven't even seen the videos, by the way. Like
No, but just
everybody's
the After Effect
deadline is
pictures.
this morning as of like the releasing of this podcast. So we'll get into it, but we are just as speculating as you guys, but we are excited to be able to watch these videos and judge these videos. And
This might be the hardest thing we've ever judged.
yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, like it is slightly intimidating, but I am here for it.
We are here for it.
We are here for it.
What's the rules for this competition?
All right, so each team is needing to put together a team of 3 to 7 people. One of those peoples or persons on the team needs to be a filmer slash editor. Each team will have the same list of 24 challenges. Each team will need to complete a minimum of 10 out of the 24 challenges. All challenges will need to be recorded to count. Contest started April 9th, 6 a.m. Eastern, and the contest ends May 21st, 6 a.m. Eastern, this morning right now.
This
So this is the
morning.
deadline.
Let me ask you this. Which is the biggest team on the lineup? Do you know?
The biggest team?
Yeah, how many riders are on the biggest team here?
Man, you're putting me on the spot. I've got to look at the roster. I know there's like 4 or 5 teams that have full like 7 people roster spots for
Oh,
sure.
that's
So
exciting.
yeah. So you're
Okay,
talking
well,
some stacked teams.
we're excited. So what's at stake? Let's talk about that.
All right, so each team is coming in with a cash buy-in and sponsor pack. So first place grand prize, $1,500 cash and 3 sponsor packs from rival teams. The cover and feature of Plies Magazine, July 8th. So you're gonna see the winners' grungy faces all over Plies Magazine, July 8th, with a full-blown article speculating everything. So it's gonna be really cool to see that. Second place is getting $300 cash, 3 sponsor packs from rival teams. Third place, $200 cash, 3 sponsor packs from rival teams. Fourth place, 2 sponsor packs from rival teams. Fifth place, 2 sponsor packs from rival teams as well. So first through fifth place, getting some goodies. We are giving out over $2,000 in cash and prizes.
Is this the first time that a fingerboard competition has ever led to someone being on the cover of a fingerboard magazine or magazine in general?
This has never been done. So we're
We're
looking
breaking
at
history
making,
here.
yeah,
We're
Plies,
shattering your reality. King of the Plies is back
definitely.
at it again.
Yeah, Plies Mag definitely breaking some records there. This is going to be some pretty cool stuff. I'm excited for it. We're looking like a duplication of the skateboarding industry right now.
So, I mean, Levine, what does it take to be a king of the KOTP champion? What does it take?
Man, all right, so we're looking for the best produced video submission. We're looking for the following key elements in these videos. We're looking how they showcase the city that they're representing, showcasing the team that is participating in the contest, showcase the crazy antics of completing the challenges, and the video cannot exceed 12 minutes.
And how is this judged?
All right, so King of the Plies is not about just landing tricks. It's about creativity, teamwork, and storytelling. Each team will be judged by a panel of experienced fingerboarders and community leaders based on the following core criteria. So we're looking for the overall edit, how well it flows, storytelling and the creativity, challenge completions, how well they executed those challenges, the difficulty and the diversity of the challenges as well. Looking for team performance, like their involvement, the chemistry, the energy, and the personality of the team overall. And then of course the city showcase, how, like what locations they use, the creativity, and where they set their challenges, things of that nature. And of course how they represent their city.
We need that wow factor, guys.
We do. We got to get that spatula and scrape the jaw off the ground.
The video's already going to be submitted, so we'll see if they brought the wow factor.
Definitely, definitely. And so we've got a team. We've got
A team of judges?
Yeah, we've got a team of judges.
Do they know who the judges are?
We've released it, and we are.
Do you think they remember who the judges are?
I hope so. We've got some.
Remind them. Remind them.
Yeah, we got Yeshua Cruz, Savintro. We've got Josh of Stovetop FB, Geraldine of Mystique Tuning. We got Age from Rise Fingerboards, of course, Mr. Gary Graves, and Mr. Levine Cunningham.
No pressure, guys.
No pressure. So we've got a fun Wednesday afternoon for me, Wednesday and possibly Thursday. I'm gonna have to watch these 2 or 3 times.
2-3 days straight. So when is everybody listening to this podcast? When can they watch these videos? Is it Wednesday morning?
Wednesday morning. So give me about
theoretically,
2 or 3 hours if we have some late submissions, and they'll be on our USAFBL YouTube channel.
Guys, well, they're not even going to listen to this podcast. They're just going to watch the videos.
I think they just all left right now. I think they just left. They're like, hold up. This is what I consider fingerboarding week. Like,
did we just end the podcast somehow? What happened?
Man.
Guys, go watch the videos and let us know who you think is going to take the crown.
Let me know who's your favorite. Let me know what video should be number 1. Who's taking that grand prize?
Who's taking the goose bird?
The Goose Bird Trophy. I forgot about that. That's part of the oh man, the traveling trophy. How could I forget about that?
The traveling finger.
The traveling finger.
Which team is getting fingered this time?
Oh man.
Finger the like button.
Finger the like button. Go to USAFBL on YouTube. I got the playlist in the description for you guys, but you'll see it. 2025 King of the Plies playlist. There should be 13 videos for you guys to thoroughly enjoy. This is, by the way, the greatest collection of fingerboarding edits for 2025. Like, there is no greater collection of fingerboarding edits in one place.
Nothing will top this. And while we're talking about these, show some love. Get on there and follow everybody that's involved, their YouTubes, their Instagrams, like all these teams and their writers, and just support them.
Definitely. So yeah, this is live. This is a live contest. Next week, right here on the podcast, we will be announcing the winners of King of the Plies right here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Fingerboarding history is about to be made.
Let's do it.
I'm excited.
Until next time, folks.
Till next time.
Rolling through the concrete chaos, I'm alive. With my fingerboard, I'm ready to dive. Pushing limits, flipping tricks, high in the sky. Every sliding grind, I'm chasing that high. Feel the rhythm, let it flow. Fingerboarding, let's steal the show. Fingerboarding, I'm fighting free. With every flick, I'll write my story. On this board, I'm never alone. In the skate park, I found my home. Grip stay tight, I'm soaring like a bird. Every trick a story, every slide a word. Grinding on the edge, I'm breaking the mold. Fingerboarding dreams worth their weight in gold. Hear the wheels as they scream in this fingerboarding dream. Fingerboarding, I'm fighting free. With every flick, I'll write my story. On this board, I'm never alone. In the skate park, I found my home. Hear the wheels as they scream in this fingerboarding dream. Fingerboarding, I'm fighting free. With every flick, I'll write my story. On this board, I'm never alone. In the skate park, I found my home. Fingerboarding, feel the thrill. Chasing freedom, it's never